It's game day in Lubbock, Texas.
Tonight, the Red Raiders return home to face number 8 Kansas in front of a near-capacity crowd.
I look forward to the games. They are packed with people, and it's screaming and yelling and cheering.
As the basketball season begins to wind down, the excitement rises inside a sold-out United Spirit Arena. The Texas Tech Red Raiders warm up just moments before facing the nationally ranked Kansas Jayhawks.
For us, it's been a part of our lives for a few years now, and then we get here an hour early before games and watch them warm up.
Well, you'd be hard-pressed to find any more hardcore Texas Tech fans than Jennifer Adams and her daughter Abby. Season ticket holders for several years, their focus is on, well, the shortest guy on the entire court.
Being a little guy is something I've always been, who I am.
He's 5'8", little white boy on the team. That's what we call him, with the headband.
As game action begins, the kid with the headband finds his place on the bench. At only 5'8", few would argue that Luke Adams worked hard and fought his way onto this team. He may not be a starter, and heck, he might not even be second string, but number 13 did earn his jersey outright. As a walk-on, Luke beat the odds by making the team without scholarships, without towering height, and he accomplished all this without the ability to hear.
He is profoundly deaf. That is where you wouldn't even hear a jet plane take off. It is as deaf as you can be.
The doctors told my parents that, when they found out I was deaf, they should ship him to a school in Austin for the School of the Deaf.
Luke's family completely ignored the experts and raised their son in a hearing environment, where Luke thrived on lip reading and his obsession with basketball. Then an amazing inner ear surgical procedure, something called a cochlear implant, now gives Luke the ability to hear.
The headband, keeps my implant on, so it won't fall off, during, practice or games. It falls off pretty easy. It's magnetic, so it comes off like it's on my head, and I have surgery to have it, and then it's cochlear implant. So they went behind my ear and cut behind my ear, and then they put a cochlear in there, and it's real neat how technology works and everything nowadays.
As Luke watches his teammates battle the Jayhawks, it's a close game, which means his chances of getting on the floor are slim. No matter, though, this Dean's List academic achiever still has his cheering section. His mom and sister just 6 rows behind the Tech bench.
She is Luke's biggest supporter.
Is that all you have to say about me?
She's smart, and she's deaf too.
Do what now?
I said she's smart and she's deaf too.
Well, I think people get confused when you say deaf. They think the stereotype is like where you can't do any normal activities, you can't talk, you can't go to school, and the cochlear implant has given us an opportunity to be able to hear and go to school, go to college and graduate and get our master's and live the normal life.
And be happy, successful adults.
I feel like people don't know most of the time that I have a hearing loss until I tell them. It's kind of like, oh, you're deaf too, and, but I don't want to be treated any differently, and I feel like Luke's the same way.
Game after game after game, and Luke Adams can only cheer on his teammates, a far cry from the starting position he held on the U.S. Deaf Olympic team. But this is NCAA Division I basketball, and making the team is a milestone in itself, a testament to one teenager's spirit and determination. As the team travels and the basketball seasons pass, there are young people across the country with similar disabilities who look up to the short kid with the headband.
And I've met kids at Oklahoma State, Baylor, Barclays Center in New York, and it's a great experience just to know that you mean that much to someone. You know, so me being deaf has kind of brought the spotlight to show other people that you can do it.
He's very accepting of it. You know,
It's him. That's him. And that's how we raised him. It's who he is.
One last desperate shot, and Texas Tech comes out on the short end of this one. Like the rest of the team, number 13 takes it hard.
I remember since he was in junior high, every night he would write down quotes from like Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant.
Put them all over his mirror.
Yeah, they were all over his car, his nightstand, just like motivational quotes that kept him motivated and about chasing your dreams and proving everyone wrong. And so it's kind of like the movie Rudy, where he's just a little boy that no one believed in. And it was really cool seeing him like come out of the tunnel. He's playing D1 basketball at the 5'8" deaf kid.
Soldier, walk. Here you go. Toe to hand. Next step.
Life is a little too short to get mad about something that you can't control. My kindergarten teacher one time, I was like feeling sorry for myself and like crying or something. Something happened, and she's like, Luke, don't ever cry for yourself. It's like if you do cry for someone else.
This has just been such a huge part of our lives, and it'll be coming to an end, but hopefully the new journey, a new door will open. And
his dream is to be a coach, and that's what he's always wanted to do, besides have a scholarship on a D1 team. And I know he's really excited to take on that journey, and I know he will be a coach one day because he's so good at it.
we will be there on the stands rooting for his team.
My jersey might not hang, in the ceiling or might not be in the record books, but it has to be a little more than that. I want it to impact other people and let them know that you can do anything you want to do.
I love that story.
Me too, and we've got plenty more where that came from.
Just click on the subscribe button and keep traveling with us.